season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the Houston Cougars and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, the Cougars head coach told me before the game. He said that first win has really helped settle this team in. They knew they could possibly be good, being ranked in the preseason poll, but now they're proving it on the field. He said, we've just got to do it week in and week out, and that starts today. They are taking that 1-0 mentality into every single game. Today is no different. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He's changing the play. Sells the run, looking to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense knew coming into tonight they had to be able to get pressure on the quarterback, and they are wasting no time. They get a sack on the first play of the game.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a give to Durham. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on a toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
3rd and long right here. Sets his feet. It's Snyder. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Trying to squeak through the pile. Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up. And they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And so on their field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Let's talk for a minute about LSU. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success.
Makes the grab in their space. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19 into the red zone. It'll be 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the run, it's Durham. Powers through the defender. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Snyder. Out wide left, it's Durham. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sanford. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. Left side is Drake. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. To the air, it's Henderson. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Houston will be forced to punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Second down, going to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Durham. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. The play fake. That one comes out hot down the right side. He's got it for a big play. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller. You're right. Those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Moves to his right. Throws into the middle of the field. Catch inside the 25. Open spaces. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cougar. On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Deep in the end zone, it's Brown. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Place to start for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Escapes the pressure to his right. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Throws it off the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Leaves it in his belly. Here. Got enough space. Touchdown, Cougars. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Caught on the left side by Wilson. There he goes. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Buying time to his right. Out wide right, it's Wilson. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown LSU!
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. He'll bring it out. It's straight. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Quick give. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Turning it on!
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. This time they'll throw it. Got a man. It's Guzman. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. From the gun, it's Durham. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just like that.
They give it back to him. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He'll bring it out. It's straight. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Now, the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Drops back. It's Henderson. Out wide left. It's Martin. Breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 40. Brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll pull it down. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Racing to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week one is ball security. Worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Still looking to his right. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the Rice Owls.
Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone.
And it's the Blue Devils looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Second down to the air. Snags it. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
So the LSU out to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. These receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Here's Durham one more time. Good, strong tackle.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Sets his feet. It's Snyder. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw one first. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They gave up the pressure, and that's been a problem, and they're lucky to get the ball back after falling on the fumble. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. Well, wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Here we go. Ready? Stack. Stay.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Here we go.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Guzman. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Defense all over him. Ollie, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, possession. They came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Changing the routes with his receivers. Caden Durham again. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. He's now up to 104 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Snyder. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Makes the tackle. Third and long coming up. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Well, it was certainly straight enough, just not long enough. Not enough leg strength.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. From the gun, and they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Right side, it's Frederick. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Got a man in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Houston wants to play fast. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They're all over him. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Sanford. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Picked off to stop the threat. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. They'll start on the ground with Durham. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Catch in the middle. It's Watkins. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Snyder. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They'll run it. There he goes. Got the first down. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here. 1st and 10 from the 33. Extending the play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Martin. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Hand it to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Scanning the field, it's Henderson. Rushes on. And it's a sack.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around her.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering him downfield. Nobody open. He can't find the place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on 4th down.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
2nd and long here. Making the adjustment. Here's Durham one more time. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Motion from the wide receiver. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Going for the big play. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Henderson. He's going to run it. Here's a throw downfield late. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Down he goes. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking for a man. It's Snyder. Caught. Breaks the tackle. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're still firing away even with this lead. Hit as he throws. Touchdown Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books.
Go.